Alrighty, so welcome to Backstage with Geoffrey Morrissey. We are backstage at the House of Blues. I'm joined here by Tess and Dave. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. And how's the tour been?
It's been great. Very busy. Yeah, it's been fun though.
It's been awesome.
I was gonna say, well, we were talking a little bit about this earlier. You both you play your set, then you go and you join Father John Misty on stage. That must be exhausting. How do you keep your energy up for that?
Diet Coke, some ciggies,
Pep
some
talk?
positive attitudes, some fellowship,
Tybo.
good stretches,
Trail mix.
trail mix. I think that covers the bases.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Staying hyped.
Yeah, staying hyped. Tess is a cheerleader.
Oh,
That helps.
Have you been using some of your moves on stage at all?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, actually.
Did it take a while to dust those off, or was it okay? Could you get right back into?
They're
the
pretty
moves?
dusted off. I got it.
They're pretty dusted. Awesome. Well, so how did this opportunity come along? I know that you guys first released the EP earlier this year. How did you guys get your way onto the bill?
Well, I guess last October it was, right? Mm-hmm. We had a week of opening shows, and I guess it was a few months before Josh had asked me while we were on tour if I wanted to open any of the shows. I had toured a bunch as David Vandervelde, my solo project over the years, and of course I was like, yeah, I would love to open some of the shows. And I met Tess a while before that, but we weren't together at all and didn't really know each other. But I moved to Long Beach. Long story short, we started Tess and Dave, and I called Josh on the phone. I was like, hey, I could do the David Vandervelde thing, but here's the new thing. It's called Tess and Dave. Here's what we want to do. And he was very encouraging of Tess and Dave. So we essentially, catered our opening performance to be one that can open for Father John Misty.
Awesome. Well,
because I don't know how you can do that, I guess, but we just do we do our thing and have fun. It's like we're at home, Yeah, it's kind of a variety show.
That's what we do in our living room.
Yeah.
On stage.
Yeah,
and that's everyone's dream, to sort of bring the living room on stage. And I have to say, you guys are doing a damn good job opening.
It depends on what the living room is like, though.
True, that is true. I don't want to speak for everyone, but I know that sometimes like the living room performances are the best. So it's nice to see those kind of like.
We bring the Netflix out, we bring the laptop out, we bring the nachos out, we bring
the magazines on the coffee table.
Yeah.
the whole bit. Yeah, exactly. Make it feel.
We
as
bring the
real.
VHS collection out.
Any family
there's
videos?
Cats running around.
Cats. Even better. Well, and then I'll go on your Facebook page sometimes, and it seems like every night there are like 6 people that are like, "We just heard you for the first time at the show. It sounded awesome."
On our Facebook, or
I think you guys have a Facebook page. I think.
Do we?
You do?
I haven't even checked it.
Sweet.
I don't know.
But that's awesome.
I guess we do the Instagram, the preferred
We're good at the gram.
format of self-promotion.
Oh, Instagram is just a great space for self-promotion. It's is someone
I
in
get
radio,
to tell
it's the best.
everybody exactly what I'm doing, and feel the importance of that at all times.
But it must feel nice to have everyone like sort of loving the project, though. Like that must be a great feeling to kind of have.
It's a blast.
Awesome.
Super grateful. I mean, especially doing the double thing. It's we're real lucky. So
We're really grateful.
yeah.
So what was sort of the recording process like for the EP when you guys went into the studio to do that?
Well, it's kind of a process, I guess. At first, I don't know if I'm talking into this thing.
No, you're sounding good. Don't worry.
I guess the process. I think at this point, it's kind of mostly my music and songs that I've been writing. And what's been great is, Tess really seems to kind of help steer the ship into like what songs to work on.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, the process really has been with Eli, who plays bass in Father John Misty, who I've known for years because he played with Richard Swift, and Richard Swift is also secretly Canadian, who put out my solo albums, and we toured together years ago. So I met Eli about 10 years ago on a Richard Swift tour. So Eli is kind of producing the album with us. He's playing bass on it. Our friend Frank Lenz, who's out on the road right now playing drums for Damien Gerardo, he's playing drums on the album and on our EP. And the process really is just, you know, laying down the structure of the song and getting the vocals on there, and then, you know, finishing things out however we see fit, right?
We're all good buddies too.
Yeah, and we're all friends, and yeah, it's a sweet hang.
Awesome. That's the way you want it to be. So it's a really, I love the way that the EP sounds. It sounds very big, if that makes sense. Like it sounds, you know, sonically, it's just something that sounds really, really tight and solid.
Thank you. Not to put any studios out of business beyond what they are, but it was all done in a living room. Just
Really?
FYI.
Interesting. I like that. I like that a lot.
Every track.
Every track, exactly. See, the DIY, I love it. I love
Yeah.
it. How has it been? Well, I guess it's a little bit easier because I was going to ask, how's it been translating now that it's sort of out of the quote-unquote studio? Is it tougher to sort of just put on live? Or?
Oh, no, it's actually, you know, what's great about it is that half of the set is karaoke to our music. So it's really fun. You know, it's essentially like you're listening to the album experience with certain lead vocals muted or whatever, you know, not to give away the bag of tricks, if you know what I'm saying. But, you know, it's very choreographed, and we just have fun singing our tunes. You know, we're not trying to, I feel like doing this kind of thing, I mean, it would just be, I don't think that it's possible really to do what we want to be doing if we were trying to take care of an entire band and rehearse and do the whole thing. I mean, it's just not, that's not what we are right now. So in terms of presenting it live, what's great is that we get to have the experience of everybody in the audience hearing the music how we intend it to be heard.
And that's
if
really
that makes
powerful.
sense.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
definitely.
so, you know, I guess there's a certain degree of saying F it.
Exactly.
And, you know, we're not trying to like, ooh, are they using tracks? It's like, it is karaoke to our songs.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So this is the first big tour that you guys have set out on, at least as Tess and Dave.
I should say that that's partial the set, and then
Partial.
there are some surprises as the set continues.
Boy.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I'm looking forward to it. I've seen a couple clips online, so I can't
Awesome.
wait to see it live. But what have you guys learned throughout this tour that you'll be looking forward to bringing back to the next tour that you guys do, or like the next album? What have been some lessons, or just a fun fact you picked up at a bus stop? I'm open to anything.
You know, we have a couple of masks that we like to wear, or hats, so to speak. Do you want to, Tess? How about you? You describe that was your idea, really.
Well,
I think it was like
the whole thing, when we started Tess and Dave, it was about having fun. And the second it's not fun anymore, we decided we won't do it anymore. So we're always having fun. We have a couple of masks we wear. We have the business when we're talking, you know, like making the hard decisions. And then we have relationship mask. So it's like,
is
I love you.
to be an asshole.
Yeah,
Exactly.
well, it's kind of like
We're gonna tell
go
each other
mode,
what
you
to
know?
do.
It's so, but yeah, boss each other around. So it's like business mask. Okay, we've got to do some stuff.
Relationship mask.
Relationship mask. Love you. Like, let's hang out. Let's cuddle. But so it's good. It's good to have that. To really, it's important because it's, you know, relationship and working together. So I've learned how to do that, which has been really cool and awesome and helps everything. Yeah. Very good. Thank you.
Well, that's great. Do both masks include awesome makeup, or is that just the relationship mask?
That's mostly the business mask.
Mostly business? Oh, darn. I
No,
still
actually,
like it, though.
it normally stays in the living room or the bedroom, but we bring some of that on stage.
Some of it. Some. Keyword being some. So what if you guys were on well, you're on a bus, so I can maybe make this to a bus. If you guys were on a bus or on a plane, and you could have one person sitting next to you other than each other, who do you think that would be? Who would you want to spend like a bus ride or a plane ride with, chatting with, getting to know?
Wow, I am such a dick. But I mean, the first thing that popped into my mind was anyone who is completely silent. I don't know, maybe now you're looking at me like I'm awful.
You don't know.
I don't know. That's a tough one. You're really good at this, Tess.
Well,
You go ahead.
It sounds really cliche because of what's happening right now, but Prince would totally always be I don't know. Is that weird to say? I don't know. I
No.
just feel like,
I think everyone wanted to hang out with Prince. I don't think that's yeah, definitely.
yeah, I just have some questions, and I don't know. He just seems like a real good time. Somebody to sit by on a plane. Anyway.
No, that's an awesome one. And then sort of like another weird question. If you guys had a theme song and Tess and Dave had a theme song, like maybe other than a Tess and Dave song, what do you think it might be?
Take it to the limit one more time. Boom, boom, boom. Take it to the limit. I don't know. That's a pretty damn good theme song, though.
It is. Have you been asked this question before? Like, it
No,
was almost
that
like on
just
cue.
That just seems like
Kind of, just makes sense.
a theme song. Also,
What's like our
one on one, I wanna play that game tonight. One on one, I know. Wanna play that one on one. I wanna play that game tonight. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that one. Ooh. Just get hot in here.
Or, well, no, we can just leave it at
Yeah, I
that.
think those are. I mean, there's
Yeah.
so many. There's so many.
Or, sometimes I feel like I don't have a partner. Sometimes I feel like my
That's
only.
the solo album. That's Dave's.
The solo
Yeah.
album.
That's the solo team song.
Yeah.
Theme song.
Well, I'm going to let you guys go. You have a sold out crowd that you have to play with. I just have one last question. Who are you guys listening to right now? Who has your ear?
That's a great question.
Well, there's a little band from Ireland, little band called U2, lead singer Bono, who's just insisted that we listen to his album called, what is it called?
Songs of Innocence.
Songs of Innocence.
Yes.
So I don't even really have a choice there. It just pops up. I hit music on my phone and it pops up, and that's the jam right now. Songs of Innocence. Without choice.
Without choice. kind of how they intended.
Yeah, and I think they said that it was punk.
Really?
To put that on everybody's phone. I don't know. I just don't know how to get rid of it still. I guess anything else, any songwriter that takes anything very simple and just describes it with language that's so smart and pro. Like, all of us living on an earth, but describing it in a very anything that's described really well is what I listen to.
I like it. Awesome. Well, thank you both so much. I appreciate the time. I really do. And have a great night.
Anything
Great
that
set.
makes me seem smart, I'll listen to.
Oh, well, that's the key. That's the pinnacle. You got to sound smart. Thank you guys so much. Have a great night.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you.